And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream here on the channel. A Wednesday night live Q&A. It feels right in the world. If you guys have been here since 2020, Wednesday night was the night for the longest time where I would always do a live Q&A, and I've tried to sort of reinvigorate that tradition, I should say, bring it back over the past few weeks or months, who knows. But we're here. We're here now. It's 6 o'clock. I'm a few minutes late, so apologies, but welcome in. Drop your questions in the chat. I'll get to as many as I can. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, your comment, your concern. It's also a huge way to help support the channel. Anything goes a long way. What else? Patreon is linked down below if you guys are interested. Joining that community for extra content, the Discord server, lots of stuff. It's a fun little community we got over there. And other than that, I'm here to answer your questions for who knows how long. Keep them coming. I'll keep answering them. So welcome everybody. By the way, I have a YouTube video coming out today. All I have to do is hit publish. I'm still finalizing the thumbnail and typing out sort of the details of said video. That video will be up after the stream, about 10 to 15 minutes after. So it's actually ranking the 2023 movies based on how likely they are to make $1 billion. So it's a fun one. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's dive in. 46 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's get to 46 likes. Let me take a sip of water. I just did a whole spiel. All right, we're good. Impulse Gaming, what's up? How you doing? Jack, glad to hear you loved Oppenheimer, man. I absolutely loved it as well, and fully agree. It was, you know, I described it as sort of terrifyingly beautiful in a way. Horrifyingly cinematic would be another great way to put it. That's exactly what it is. Matrix Reviews, what's up? I still haven't watched Secret Invasion. At least I've seen the first 2 episodes, haven't caught up though. Heard some interesting things, to say the least, about the finale. So we'll see if I ever get to that. I plan to maybe watch that tonight, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. Lance, what's good? Appreciate it. What's your favorite Disney film? Mine is Pirates of the Caribbean. You can't go wrong there. I kind of have different sections of Disney films in my mind. So you've got Pixar is a portion of Disney. You've got Disney animated. You've got Disney live action remake. So it's a bunch of different things. I think I have to say Remember the Titans. That is technically a Disney film, and it is my top 5 favorite films of all time. So I'll say that, but I'll say this much. Curse of the Black Pearl and the whole OG Pirates trilogy, not too far off. Can't go wrong there. So yeah, gotta love it. Let's see. David, what's good? How you doing? Let's see. We got Jacob in the house. Shout out Starcourt Food Court, the mod himself. What's up? What's up with you? Think the next movie I'm seeing in theaters is Talk to Me. It's at 96% with 106 reviews right now, which is crazy for. Yeah, I've heard amazing things about that movie. I know we had sort of communicated about the Cobweb film with Anthony Starr, and I'm interested to watch that one at some point. I don't know if I'll get to the cinema for for Talk to Me. I mean, that's rave reviews. You can't go wrong with that. I probably will just wait to watch it at my house if I get to it at all. I'm not inclined to go see it in theaters for whatever reason. Honestly, seeing horror movies in theaters is a different type of scary, especially if you go alone. So I don't know. It's a little hectic right now. I don't know if I'll go see it. I just saw 6 movies in 7 days. I talk about that in the podcast, Unusual Couple. You guys should check it out. It's not linked down below, but it's linked to my channel. However, Talk to Me, crazy good reviews. That's what I've heard. This is true. Don't forget to leave a like. I already answered this. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I haven't finished. Let's see. Looking for some questions. Yeah. Love No Hank, me too. From Barry. This is a character from Barry, for those wondering who this is. Do you think Nolan will make another movie? 100%. Yeah, I saw an interview too. It was like a speed round thing with Nolan. He said one of the questions was, do you think you'll still be making movies 10 years from now? He said yes. And I think Nolan's, every 2, 3, 4 years he's putting out a movie. So yeah, I think he will definitely make another movie. It's just probably going to be 26, 27, like 2026, 2027. What will the subject matter of that film be? I don't know. I can't even conceive of what he's capable of. If you get that reference, you're a real one. But no, I have no clue. It'll be some original concept, a la Tenet, Interstellar, Inception. He kind of does, his trajectory recently has been Dunkirk, which was like a true event movie, Tenet, And then Oppenheimer, true event sort of movie. I say he goes back to his roots, original mind-bending concept. I'm here for that. And whatever it is, Connor, it will be told in true Nolan fashion. That is an absolute fact. We got a super chat. First super chat of the night. Thank you so much. Top 10 favorite superheroes in general. Curious to hear your thoughts. I'm going to take a sip of water for this one. I've never even thought about this, so this is really just off the dome. So sort of take this with a grain of salt. This is going to include films, movies, video games, any media I've consumed this character, and that's what it's gonna count, sort of encapsulate. So in no order, I got to go Spider-Man and Batman. Those are like the two top dogs, I feel. I'll go Iron Man because of my love for the character in the MCU. Then I will go Daredevil. I've really grown an appreciation for that character. So that's 4. So I can do this now. Shoot. This is tough. This is really tough. So I got Spidey, Batman, Iron Man, Daredevil. I'll also go the Punisher. I feel like that's a good duo to have. I want to show some love to DC here. I mean, like, I don't know if Superman's in my top 10. Is that blasphemous? Let's see. This is really hard, and I got to look around my room. That would be a good cue for me. No, okay, so I have some over there, and a lot of those people on the Funko Pop shelf, actually, the section I have, I like them, but they're not top 10. I would probably throw a bone to... man, this is hard. Great question. What do I have? What am I rocking with? I mean, I got an Iron Man shrine, obviously. I can't go Cap. I can't even go Thor, I don't think. Man. Wow. You know what? No, can't say that. This is the hardest question I've been asked in a while, and I'm going to do my best to answer this. This is literally how we're answering this. I got a notebook right here. We're going to, this will just help me visualize. I'm going to a random page in said notebook, and I'm writing this down. All right, so we got Spidey is 1. This is in order. We got Batman, that's 2. We got Iron Man, that's 3. We got Daredevil and Punisher, that's 4 and 5. DD and Punisher. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to finish this out. And again, I could totally be wrong about this. We'll see if I even know who I am. I probably forget somebody, but let's roll with this. My favorite MCU movies. I'll go... Man, this is brutal in the best way. Top 10 superheroes. I'll go... Damn. I'm honestly going to say Miles. I know that's like Miles is technically Spider-Man, but I'm going to cheat. So I like Miles and then the Peter Parker versions of Spidey. That's cheating. I don't really care. I'm going to throw a bone to Superman here because I do like Cavill's rendition of the character and just what the character really represents. So we're at 7. 8, I'm going to throw a bone to Doctor Strange. I really like his powers, and he's a very fascinating character to me. I got 2 spots left. I will throw a bone to Wonder Woman, and I will throw a bone to... Man, one more spot. Who's it going to go to? This is tough. And I know I'm definitely forgetting someone. Nope, I can't say that either. Wow. This is tough. One more. Ooh, you dumbass. Deadpool and Wolverine. Scratch a lot. So we're scratching out Strange and we're scratching out Superman. We're going Deadpool and Wolverine. So here's the final answer in no order. Spidey, Batman, Iron Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Miles Morales, Wonder Woman, Deadpool, Wolverine. There you have it. I just chucked my notebook. Thank you for the super chat. That was tough. And honestly, that might not even reign true eventually. I'd have to really think about that. But off the dome, there you go. We got another super chat here from David. Shout out, David. What am I saying here? Shout out, David, fellow patron. That's what I was trying to say. My mind was working faster than my mouth there. But shout out, David. Would a Nolan Bond film be any good? Would love to hear your thoughts. Oh my God. They just dropped the first poster for Saw X on the air. It says, witness the return of Jigsaw. Here it is. Pretty brutal. Are those tubes going into someone's eye? I mean, wow. And it makes the X. Saw 10, Saw X. I call it Saw X. I know people are like, it's Saw 10, bro. I'm going to call it Saw X because it's just funnier. All right. That's hype, and I think we're getting a trailer. If we get a trailer right now, that'd be crazy. But David, thank you for the super chat. 1,000,000%. I am fully endorsing Nolan for Bond. I think he should get a Bond trilogy. We've seen what he's done with the superhero genre, what he did for that. I think that now's the time to take Bond in a new excuse me. Now's the time to take Bond in a new direction. You did the Craig era. We all know how that ended. I'm not going to say just in case you haven't seen, but come on, it's time for Nolan. It's sort of his dream, as we've heard him talk about. I'd love to do it. I mean, if you guys watch Tenet or Inception, the action in those films is so highly stylized and just frankly, it is mind blowing. Bring that into a Bond film, yes, 1,000,000% yes. It wouldn't just be any good; it would be amazing. I think, David. So, yeah, and chat, let me know. Let me know if you guys would be hyped for this. I know I am. Network 98. Shout out Network 98, always in the house. Which Stranger Things character can date your daughter? um, let's think about this. I think that's tough. I'm gonna have to say Dustin. Dusty Bun. He's such a lovable guy. I feel like I could trust him. He might have some sass issues, as Eddie, as Eddie and Steve sort of have that moment in season 4 where it's like it's a tone, right? So he might have a little sass issues, but I feel like he means well. He's a lovable fella, so I'll go Dustin. And then we got another super chat. Last question. Have you read any Marvel or DC comics? Any interest in any comics you haven't? To be honest with you, I've never really explored the comic realm. I get asked about this a lot. I've addressed it before. I always just love watching media. I'm not a huge reader in general. I read in school, but I've never really picked up many Marvel or DC comics in my life. Hardly any, actually. I'm not opposed to them. I've just never really been like, oh, I think I want to read a comic tonight. So I love a bunch of the characters I just mentioned. I'd be open to suggestions and sort of like here's a good one to get your foot in the door where it's like easily, you're going to get hooked on this. It's just, I've never been drawn to that form of media really for whatever reason. So no, I've never read Marvel or DC comics. Do I have any interest? Sort of. I think Batman would be an interesting read for me because I love sort of those detective stories, and I'm so immersed in the Batman Arkham games. Some of my favorite game series ever. So possibly, but I can't say I'm like dying to dive into comics. That's just me, though. I know a lot of people are like blasphemy, but that's just how I feel. So thank you for the super chat. We got another one from Jason. Shout out Jason Cruz. What a legend. Hope all's well with you too, man. And I'm telling you guys right now, Jason, I know we've talked about like songs to work out to before I leave. The Oppenheimer score, fire. I love it. So I recommend that to anybody. The Oppenheimer score, it's on Spotify, probably on Apple. I'm a Spotify guy. So highly recommend Ludwig Göransson for the Oscar, for the win. Love it. We've got a lot of great new original music lately, but keep the super chats coming, guys. I'll keep getting to those immediately. And otherwise, keep the questions coming. Hit the like button. Let's run it. All right. Now I got to find where I was in the regular chat. All right. Abby, what's good? How you doing? Welcome. Oppenheimer will be the movie of the year. It's going to be hard to top. That's for damn sure. Andrew, I'm going to piggyback off of the super chat and say I'm going with a Bond movie. That's my next guess. He will be the next director of James Bond, Oppenheimer or Barbie. Check out the podcast to find out. Spoiler, I'm a big Nolan guy. That's what I'll say. But I do have a podcast episode, The Unusual Couple. You guys check out, link down below. That's the topic. Barbenheimer is the big topic. So it's fun. Let me take a sip of water, and then I got a super chat. Give me Oppenheimer, though. I just couldn't wait. I like Oppenheimer more. Anyway, Cody with the super chat. Thank you, Cody. This is going to be a very broad question, so sorry. Well, no worries. How do you judge a movie from it being good or bad? What are you specifically looking for? This is sort of interesting question in terms of it just varies from movie to movie. The main thing I want when I go to a movie, well, here's the thing. I have different sort of expectations and sort of judge different genres of movies differently. Like if I go into a comedy, I want to laugh. If I go into a horror movie, I want to be scared. Now, there are sort of overarching things or concepts that I look for in a movie, such as the writing, whether that be the dialogue or just the writing of the story itself. And in the performances, there's technical aspects you're always going to look at. But I do think criticism of movies varies from genre to genre. And I think a lot of people fail to take that into account, maybe. That's why I think a lot of genres like horror and comedy are panned critically most of the time, when in reality, you sort of just have to adjust expectation and criticisms a bit, in my opinion. Like, for example, I think the movie No Hard Feelings has, I don't know if it's rotten, but I think it's sort of a low score. I really enjoyed it. For what it was going for, it was a home run. It was funny. It actually balanced humor with heartfelt moments really well. Excuse me. So, I mean, I don't know where people were so upset with that one. But anyway, sorry, this is a really good question, actually. How do you judge a movie from it being good or bad? It's subjective at the end of the day. Like, if I'm it's sort of this indescribable feeling when I watch a movie and I don't like it and I think it's a bad movie. I have this just gut feeling, and it's like consumes my whole mind and my body, and I'm like, this is bad. It's almost indescribable. If you know what I'm talking about, you kind of do. And then when the movie ends, I'm able to kind of think back on everything and go, huh, let's talk this out. And there's a bit of a period of time when the movie ends where I'm sort of sitting there processing it all. And that's why it's very weird doing out of theater reactions sometimes. Cause like I just watched a 2-hour movie and now I'm going to sort of give you 2 minutes, non-spoilery, non-review, cause I can't break the review embargo. So it's just a quick sentence or two about how I feel. And it's weird and strange, but overall, judging a movie is good or bad, I think above all else comes down to just personal preference. You know, personal preference really dictates whether a movie is good or bad from person to person. I think one thing people forget to do is sort of go into one genre with a certain mindset, another genre with a certain mindset. But that's at the end of the day my answer. Kind of long-winded, but I don't even know if that was a good answer or not. But yeah, just like how do you judge a movie from it being good or bad? Just varies from person to person and movie to movie. If that makes sense. Does it elicit or bring out certain emotional responses from me? Do I connect with the characters? Is it well written, well directed? Does it look nice on the big screen? Are there plot holes? Are there cringe moments? Is it slow paced? Is it fast paced? These are all just things I sort of think about when I'm watching movies. So that's kind of my long winded answer. But thank you for the question, Cody. It was a unique one. I usually don't get them like that. So thank you for that. All right, where are we at? Is Ryan Gosling literally me? There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. You guys know, if you're on TikTok and you've seen the Ryan Gosling memes, that song, I think it's called Night Call from Drive, all over Ryan Gosling memes, and they're hilarious. Oh, that's great. We got Rylan in the house. What's good, Rylan? Hope all's well with you too. My question for today is, what is your favorite character, scene, and performance in a Nolan film? Great one. Great question. I'll say my favorite character in a Nolan movie. It's really, really hard not to just say Bruce Wayne. And I think I did a draft of this once when I had this old podcast with my buddy Trevor called the Film Saga Podcast. Is it the generic answer? Yes. But I mean, how can I not say Bruce Wayne / Batman? I know it's like not what you want to hear, but I kind of have to say that. Other than that, I would say Cobb, played by Leo. Favorite scene in a Nolan movie? Take a sip of water for that one. My favorite scene in a Nolan movie is there's 80 people in here, by the way. Hello, everybody. My favorite scene in a Nolan movie, man, do I love the end of Inception. The time, like the track time as that plays, I think I got to go with that off the top of my head. Favorite performance in a Nolan film? Ooh. It's a toss-up between Killian. It's a three-way toss-up. And they're all from the same movie. I think Oppenheimer boasts the best performances in a Nolan film, bar none. It's a toss-up between Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, and Robert Downey Jr. And I think RDJ might just be my favorite. But Cillian, I mean, oh my God. If that movie doesn't get tons of acting nominations, corruption is involved. Something behind the scenes is off. So I would say any performance from Oppenheimer. Okay. When are you going to watch How to Train Your Dragon? And are you going to watch the shows and short films too? I get asked about this. I own the films on Blu-ray. I bought them on Blu-ray on Black Friday on sale. And for whatever reason, I haven't watched them yet. I will watch them. It's just one of those, the timing has to be right situations. I know they're going to be good movies. Ideally, I watch them all in one day. I don't know if that's the way to go about it or not, but I dictate like designate like a Saturday or something or a Sunday, and I'm like, hey, today's the day I'm conquering How to Train Your Dragon. It's coming. It's just a matter of when, and I gotta figure that out myself. So who knows? I will, and then hopefully that opens the doorway for me to explore other spin-offs they're doing regarding How to Train Your Dragon. By the way, 81 people in here. Welcome in, everybody. Hit that like button. Do it. Do it. And super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question and comment concern, and welcome. I just watched Oppenheimer. Well, hell yeah to that. I've seen it twice in theaters, and I might go, honestly, for round 3 in 70 millimeter IMAX. I saw it in regular IMAX. I saw it in Dolby. I might go 70 millimeter. Ethan, what's good? How you doing? What's up? What is good? Hold on. Where are we at? Am I excited for the Ahsoka show? Good one. Good question here, Kenny. I am very excited, but I'm also very cautiously optimistic because of Disney Plus. The track record with Disney Plus lately has been poor. They took the most beloved show, for me at least, on Disney Plus and didn't ruin it, but really attempted to. They didn't ruin it, but they soured it for me heavily. Of course, I'm referring to The Mandalorian. They had me going good for 2 seasons, and then season 3 rolls around, and it's a significant drop off in quality. It felt directionless, meaningless. We opened pretty much where we left off. It was all over the place, and I worry because the marketing was decent for it. The marketing for Ahsoka has been outstanding. It is essentially pitched as a live action Rebels sequel show, and I really enjoy Rebels. I can say if I had to rank the Star Wars shows, it might be top 5. It probably is top 5 actually. So I am hesitant to want to buy into the hype because it's not just Star Wars. Excuse me, but a lot of the Marvel Disney Plus shows have been lackluster, and I don't want that to be the case with Ahsoka. So it looks great visually. We're exploring post Rebels life for these characters, and it should, on paper, it should be good, right? You just never know. So I'm excited, but again, very, very cautiously optimistic. Network 98 with another super chat. Which Stranger Things character is not dating your daughter? I'm going to have to say Billy. Billy from Stranger Things. Rest in peace, but no, I can't do that. He's kind of a punk. Season 2 Billy in particular. I don't want him running over people with his car while someone's in the car with him. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of a wild man, if you will. But yeah, we're going to keep on keeping on here. 77 people in here. Again, hit that like button, guys. Hit it. And if you're on the replay, I know there's a lot of you guys that watch these on the replay because of the time zones. I saw someone say it was like 1 a.m. for them. That's madness. It's 6:25 in the evening where I am. Wow. Just got the discussing film notification. Episode 6 of Secret Invasion is the lowest rated MCU project ever. Wow. That excites me to watch it. Anyway, what's the movie of the year? Nicholas asks. Oppenheimer for me. Oppenheimer. Favorite James Bond film? It's a toss-up between Casino Royale and Skyfall. Granted, I haven't explored the entire Bond filmography. I have the box set on Blu-ray. I got it for Christmas one year, and I was like, oh, I'll watch these all before No Time to Die. And then the pandemic happened, I think. And then I just didn't. So I've seen all the Craig ones, and I've seen certain other ones, but no, I can't say. I haven't seen enough of them, so it's kind of. I think those would still be my favorite, is what I'm getting at, but I haven't seen all the Bond movies. Do you have a favorite movie based on a book? It's hard not to say the Harry Potter series. That is probably my answer, the entirety of the Harry Potter series. But Oppenheimer's based on a book that I haven't read, American Prometheus, so I can kind of say that now. Yeah, there's a lot out there as well that I'm just forgetting are based on books, but is technically this no, The Social Network isn't taken from a novel, I don't think. I have to actually look that up. I don't remember, but either way, it's based on a real life event. But regardless, sometimes in real life events, there's books that come out that it also the screenplay sort of inspired by elements from. I'm thinking of The Wolf of Wall Street, I think. There was a novel, and the screenplay was sort of adapted from that, I think. So something like that. My phone keeps vibrating over here. What's your favorite sport? American football. College football in particular. I'm so ready. We're weeks away at this point, and 3 and Out. You guys should go subscribe to. It's a fellow channel of mine and some friends, and we talk about college football over there and sports and life stuff. It's fun. Just check it out. I haven't watched it yet. To answer your question, Ellie says, "Hey Chris, have you seen the Kick-Ass movies? Curious to know your thoughts if you have. I have not seen them, but I do want to watch them. Aaron Taylor Johnson." He's awesome, and I'm familiar with the movies. I know Nick Cage is in one. I think Jim Carrey is in one. I have not watched them. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't watched them, but I need to, and I will one day. It's just a matter of time. Spider-Fan says Joker 2 has to be R. I think it 1,000,000% will be rated R. Let's see. I saw Barbie yesterday and adored it. One of my favorites of the year. Hell yeah to that. I've seen it twice, and I don't love it, but it's definitely got some enjoyable moments for sure. I'm overall positive on the movie. It has a great soundtrack. It's funny, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, Abby. My eye went to itching bad for some reason. Connor says, great podcast today. Well, thank you, Connor. And if you guys didn't know, Unusual Couple Podcast, I'm going to drop the link, actually. Let me pull this up. Everyone in here, go check it out. Go subscribe. We're close to 1,000 subscribers over there, which would be awesome if we could hit that. It's me and my girlfriend Cam. I don't know if that link's gonna work because there's an @ in it for some reason, but regardless, you guys should go check it out. For those asking about Secret Invasion, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Hello, how you doing? What is did you know Rami Malek is in Twilight? If you don't know what this is referring to, you just got to go watch the new podcast episode, and that will answer all of your questions. Let me just say that much. Let's see. We also talk about this in the podcast, so again, check it out. Have you seen the Lego Movie? I haven't. I know a lot of people have told me to. I've seen part of it in like high school. I took like this architecture class because it was so easy, and everyone was like this. Well, actually, everyone had said this teacher's just super chill, and they weren't lying. I took him a few times in high school because his elective classes, which were just classes to fill out the schedule, really chill. And when we had final exams, the time period for the class was longer. It was like 2.5 hours allotted time, but everyone took the final in like 20 minutes. And so to pass the time, he threw on a Lego Movie, and I just didn't pay attention. But I've seen like the opening of the movie. I don't remember anything about it. It's a movie I could see myself watching down the line one day. Cody with another super chat. Thank you, Cody. How would you go about Jonathan in Stranger Things season 5? I would have Jonathan resort back to being in not the love triangle from season 1, but have him with Nancy and Steve the entire season pretty much, and have that trio in a lot of scenes together, because the Duffers are on record saying in season 5 they want to resort back to character groupings from the earlier seasons, and I think that's a good way to go about it. You bring Jonathan and Nancy in, and maybe, you play back into that love triangle. I don't know if there's a lot of time for that because this is the end of the world as we know it. However, I do think they need to be together. Steve, Jonathan and Nancy need to have significant scenes together where they're not hashing it out, but there's this tension in the air, and ultimately there needs to be resolution to all of those characters and their relationships. And Nancy either needs to go find someone new in the world or give us Stancy or Jancy, but don't leave it ambiguous. Give us a definitive answer, I think, is something that I truly want when it's all said and done. We got a super chat. What's good? How you doing? How do I pronounce your username, by the way? Is it Jilo? Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. Love the Bugs Bunny profile pic, but thank you for the super chat. All right. Now I go back to the chat and I figure out where I was. By the way, hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. I believe we can do it. I believe. Okay. Okay. Have you checked out the Spider-Man 2 trailer? I know you're big on the first one. So pumped to see Harry. I have watched it. It was late at night. I was in my bed and I watched the trailer. I am excited. I need to continue playing and finish playing Spider-Man. My replay of Spider-Man. I'm playing the remastered version over on my Twitch, which you guys should give a follow. That is linked down below. I may even run one tonight. We'll see. Should I do a Twitch stream tonight after this? Little encore, little after party? Let me know. Twitch is like, you guys think these streams are fun? I'm going to let you in a little secret here for everyone in here. The Twitch streams are even more fun. It's wild, unhinged at times. But anyway, no, I'm excited for Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it looks badass. I think it'll probably be. I have so many games to play. I have to play the new Jedi game. I haven't played. It's Survivor, I believe it's called, Jedi Survivor. Haven't played that. I need to play Hogwarts Legacy, and of course, I will be playing this in October. So I'm behind when it comes to games right now. Happy birthday, OG Runner. Should Killian play Ken and Barbie 2? Yes, and RDJ and the entire cast of Oppenheimer should be in it. Ian's in the house. What's good, Ian? How you doing, man? Thoughts on the rumors about Spider-Man 4? Do you think it might actually happen? I think I touched on this in the Film Stock Live I did on Monday, but I don't think it'll actually happen. Is that bad? I would love for it to happen, but I just don't know. I think it's a golden opportunity, though, for money to be made by Sony. You know, make a Toby movie, make a TASM 3. Do both. It might confuse people, but hey, whatever. Most people would just not care. They'd be like, "Oh, it's Spider-Man. I'm here for it." Well, thank you, Flappity. Thank you. Which favorite Batman movie? Mine is The Batman, right behind me. Right here. I can never point on these things for some reason. Right here, The Batman. The Batman. The 60s version, I watched that for the first time last year before The Batman. It's really campy and a product of its time, but it's still better than other Batman movies that we got later. Surprisingly, at least, I should say. Very surprising. Do you think Domino will be in Deadpool 3? I hope so, Jordan. I liked is it Zazie Beetz, I believe, who plays Domino? Yeah, I think she'd be great. You know who I really want to see in that movie? Cable, but they've kind of shot that down. I would love to see Cable. I don't know if we will, but Brolin as Cable, his chemistry with Ryan Reynolds. I mean, I need that. Give me that. So I hope we get that, but we'll see. Live reaction, yeah. If we got the Saw trailer, I would probably do a live reaction and clip it. That would be pretty wild. I would put my headphones in, like probably in my phone, and I watch it on my phone, and then I would just post that as a video. So yes, if we got the Saw trailer, if a trailer ever drops on a live, I'll probably just do that, unless it's like a monumental trailer. In that case, I probably would know it's dropping, and I wouldn't go live during it because it'd be foolish to do that, you know. Anyway, though, top 5 OBX characters in no order. Give me JJ, give me Pope, give me Sarah Cameron, give me John B, and give me probably Key. Kiara. All right. Keeping on with the chat here. A lot of Barbie or Oppenheimer questions, and I promise you'll get the answer if you go watch the Unusual Couple podcast, which I'm going to drop the link here. And if the link doesn't work, I'm sorry. Oh, the link went away. It's somewhere in the chat. All right, let's see. I'm just Ken. All right. If there's a Barbie 2 plot predictions, I will say this. If there is a Barbie 2, it will be vastly different tonally from the first Barbie. I don't think it will be as thematically rich or deep. I think I foresee a world where Mattel is like, oh my God, we got all this money from Barbie because I think it's going to make $1 billion. And so they're going to say, like, screw telling a good story or having a good script. We got the IP now. Let's run Barbie to the ground. And Greta Gerwig's not going to do another movie. She just did a one-off. And so they're going to just make actually a crappy Barbie movie. Like, resorting almost like I could see them actually making a movie targeted for kids now. And it would just confuse people, and it would probably still make money because Barbie's in the title and people don't really care. But I don't think they'll ever make a movie in the same vein as the Barbie film we got this past week. Does that make sense? Let me know. I saw they have like multiple projects lined up for Hot Wheels, Barney. What else from Mattel? A lot of just like toys. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think they're going to run it to the ground. That's my prediction. They're going to run it right into the ground. Network 98 with the super chat. Inside, this is a very inside joke for those who have been here for a while. But is Taco Bell still giving you early access with Joe Carey? How did you know? I can't talk about that. I signed an NDA. Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's see where we're in the chat. Shoot, what Marvel movie am I most anticipated for? Give me Deadpool 3 with ease, mind you. I'm so excited for that. So pumped. All right. My favorite TV show, Stranger Things, if you couldn't tell. In Malignant, did you notice McKenna Grace plays young Madison in flashbacks? I did. So I watched Malignant for the first time last night. Follow me on Letterboxd, link down below for my thoughts on the film. I did. I actually didn't at first. I swear. Cam was like, "Is that McKenna Grace?" And I was like, "No." Like McKenna Grace is like a chameleon to me in the weirdest ways. She has blonde hair in one movie, short hair in one movie, curly hair in one movie, straight hair in one movie, and like I can't recognize her half the time. She's wearing glasses once, she's wearing glasses not. I was like, is that McKenna Grace? She was like turning. There was a scene where it was like the camera was like moving around her, and like from one angle of her face, I was like, oh, it's McKenna Grace. And then a second later, I was like, no, it's not. Oh wait, it is. No, it's not. Wait, it is. That's McKenna Grace. I watched the entirety of Ghostbusters Afterlife without realizing it was McKenna Grace. I don't know why. It's just I can't pinpoint that actress for some reason when I see her on screen. Any show suggestions? Just finished The Last Airbender and want to get into something more serious. I got the perfect suggestion for you, Jack. And if you're in the chat, you know exactly what I'm about to say, probably. And the people I was just referring to are the people who've been here for a while. I got a little show for you, Jack, if you haven't watched it. It's called Barry, and it stars Bill Hader. And it's over now. It's 4 seasons. It's a dark comedy. It's gritty at times. It's masterfully crafted, acted, directed, written. I can't recommend the show enough. It's on HBO Max, now Max. And it's basically this. Bill Hader plays a hitman who wants to become an actor after going to a hit where he ends up in an acting class. And I'll just say that much. That's all I'm going to leave you with. That should sell you. If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have, I'll have to think of another recommendation for you. Have I seen Prison Break? I have not, but I've heard a lot about the show. I've just never watched it, but I'm familiar with it. Just never watched it. I have a very long, ever-growing list of TV that I need to watch one day, and that is not even on it right now. But that means I probably won't get to it ever. But one day, you never know. I can never shut anything down. I'm watching horror movies now that I said once in my life I'll never watch. So you never know. Keep watch burn John Wick, Mission Impossible, and Oppenheimer. Keep Oppenheimer because it's my favorite movie of the year right now, alongside Guardians 3, and that could switch. We'll see. I just have to watch them both a few more times. I'll watch John Wick 4 and burn MI7, which is weird because I really like Mission Impossible and the new film, but I would rather watch John Wick over it right now if I was given the two in front of me. Do you consider this summer as one of the best movies summers in some time? Yeah, I would say so. Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, Guardians, Spider-Verse. Yeah. Yes, I would. I'd have to think, what we got last summer, but we got some bad ones last summer. We got the new Jurassic World movie, Love and Thunder. Lightyear was disappointing in retrospect. What else? I mean, all the big ones kind of fell short last summer, I believe. So yeah, I'd say in a while, this is probably one of the best summers we've had for movies for sure. Keep watch burn Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Transformers, or The Flash. I will keep Indiana Jones because it's Indy and I love the character, even though the movie's flawed. I would keep that. I would watch. They're both so bad. I would watch The Flash for Michael Keaton's Batman and burn Transformers, so I never had to act like I even watched it. It was painful for me to sit through. Peace, Abby. Hope you have a great night. All right, we're looking through the chat here, trying to find some questions. Predictions for Cobra Kai Season 6. We will see Sekai Taikai, and I do think it'll be split into 2 volumes because it is the final season. Let's go out with a bang. Let's make it bigger and better. I'll do that. I honestly think I've seen some spoilers, but I just don't care. I'll toss on Secret Invasion tonight. I'm gonna watch a recap of episodes 1 and 2 because it's been a while since I've watched them now. But I want to watch Secret Invasion just to knock it out, really. Oh shoot. I totally forgot. You're right. This might actually be the answer. Yeah, I was asked favorite Nolan or best Nolan performance, and Heath Ledger's Joker. I honestly just forget sometimes that the Dark Knight trilogy is Nolan, and I don't know if that makes sense or not. But there you go. I should have thought of that. My bad. Water break as well. I got you. Who do you think had the strongest performance in Barbie? I think Ryan Gosling did, just because he was so committed to the bit from a musical standpoint to his comedic timing and even the sad moments for his character. I think I would probably have to say that. Favorite foreign language film? Seven Samurai comes to mind. That's probably the one that I go to first. Seven Samurai. I like Parasite a lot, but Seven Samurai's classic. Who's your favorite Toy Story character? Mine is Bullseye. I got to go with. Ooh, probably got to say Buzz Lightyear. Yep. Buzz or Woody, and that's so basic, but it's like it's one of the two. It has to be one of the two, actually. We got another super chat from Network 98. Shout out Network 98. Return of the King, Endgame, or Dark Knight. Keep Watch Burn. Keep Watch Burn, Return of the King, Endgame, and The Dark Knight. Well, I have to experience Endgame, which automatically means that I'm burning, or excuse me, that either The Dark Knight or Return of the King is being burnt. Not ideal. Damn. Wow. I think I have to. Wow. I think I have to keep Endgame. I just have to. All right. Say what you want. I have to. I got to watch Return of the King because those are two conclusions. That means I got to burn The Dark Knight. They're all 5 out of 5 movies on my letterbox. That was difficult. And The Dark Knight might even be more rewatchable than the other movies, but that's just how I felt. I had to answer that one right now. That was tough though. Keep watch burns coming. They're always fun for me, and they're always they tickle my brain. They're difficult to say the least. All right, where was I? I was somewhere in the chat, but I lost my spot. That was horrible. Okay. Damn. I was somewhere. Okay. We're back on track a little bit. Starting to find it. 75 people in here, by the way. Hit the like button and check out my podcast channel. That's a huge thing. It's back right now. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. We have 763 subscribers right now. I will put the link right here. Check it out. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over there. All right. New episode dropped today. Barbenheimer, me and my girlfriend, and we talked all about our experience, recapped it, reviewed the movies. It was a lot of fun. Where the hell was I? Wow, this happens to me a lot. And it's just honestly embarrassing. Okay, I answered this one. This is just for like me to kind of track where I am. Where was I? I answered this. This was the last one I answered, I think. We're just going to run from here. Wait, no, I was even further up. Wow. Wait, scratch that or whatever the hell he says. Reverse it. I answered this as well. All right. We're catching up. We're playing catch up. Favorite Ninja Turtle? I don't have one because I've never really been involved with the fandom and I never really will be. And that's fine. That's why I'm not seeing the new one because I've never seen it. Well, I've seen part of one of the Michael Bay produced movies in school, believe it or not, because I had a teacher who didn't care after like the last month. She was like, I'm playing movies. We watched The Dark Knight. We watched I Am Legend. She literally stopped teaching. It was wild, honestly. Anyway, that was one of the movies, and I just didn't pay attention. But I was like, this was okay. Kind of sucked, actually. So I'll probably never watch the TMNT movies. This could be like deemed amazing. I mean, that happens. Like I just miss movies because I'm not in the franchise. Like the Puss in Boots movie, I've only seen the first 2 Shrek. So I was like, I'm not going to watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It got rave reviews. It's just I didn't watch it. That happens, and that's TMNT for me. I won't be watching the new one. And it just boils down to, I've never been involved with the franchise. Thoughts on Zoe 102? Does that come out today or tomorrow? Either way, I probably should watch that. Really like Zoe 101. I mean, going the movie route for a reboot seems better than a show because a show can become stale quickly. With a movie, you got to give it your all for an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours max, right? So for a movie like that, yeah, probably the smart route to go. It looks decent. Do you often check IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes before watching a film? I try not to. If it's a new movie, I don't let it alter me. Usually, actually, lately, over the past year, 2 years, I've been able to see a lot of movies I really want to see before the Rotten Tomatoes score drops even, which is really cool. Now, when it comes to older movies that I'm watching, say a movie from 2005, if I watch it today, I will sometimes check the scores, but I don't really let that affect me too much. Like I saw the scores for the Conjuring and Insidious films before I watched them, and I think that the Insidious films were in the yellow on Metacritic and like pretty low ratings. I still love 1 and 2, so I try not to let it bother me too much. All right, where were we? Looking through the chat here. Here it is, by the way. Everyone right here, plug in that link and go subscribe. Thank you. We have a podcast, my girlfriend and I. It's very fun. Do you think Pattinson trilogy could be better than the Bale trilogy? This is going to get heat, but yeah, I do. I do. It's art. Frankly, if we're comparing trilogy to trilogy so far, right? We've got 1 movie compared to 3. The Batman's better than Batman Begins. The Batman's better than The Dark Knight Rises. And if you want the cold hard truth, the facts, I'm going to say it. The Batman is better than The Dark Knight. I said it. I said it in front of 81 people. There you go. Yeah, I think it's going to be better. I fully trust the vision here, and I think it's going to be the best Batman trilogy. What? I think I said that like many times back in the day, though, so it's not that crazy. Yes, not could. It will be. It will be. And yeah, everyone go sub to the podcast. Am I looking forward to Killers of the Flower Moon? Hell yeah, Christian. It's one I'm most anticipated for the rest of the year. In fact, after the summer movie season simmers down, I'm going to do a tier list ranking of all the summer movie season movies that I saw, as well as a look ahead to the fall season. So it'll be like, hey, these are my most anticipated movies of the fall, and that is going to be pretty high on that list. Trust me. We need your cover of I'm Just Ken on YouTube. Maybe one day. I'd have to like have an incentive to do it. Like if I reach a certain goal, maybe, Which movie from Jim Carrey is your favorite? Gotta go The Truman Show here. Hard to like not pick that one. I know it's more of a serious role, but The Truman Show is a fantastic movie, in my mind. Hey Chris, what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie that's not Mission Impossible? I'll lump Top Gun Maverick in here too, like not a big blockbuster actiony movie. I think I'm gonna say Collateral or A Few Good Men. Collateral, he plays more of a villainous role, a character named Max. Really great movie. Directed by Michael Mann. It's a nighttime thriller in LA. I really dig Collateral. I'll also say A Few Good Men. And then Magnolia is another one that comes to mind, Paul Thomas Anderson. But right now I lean Collateral. It's fresh on my mind. I watched it for the second time in my life in February. I own the one too. I physically own the movie. Is there a chance Blue Beetle will do well? This is from Cake. That cake looks good, by the way. Cake is a great dessert. I could do a dessert tier list one day, maybe. Anyway, really random that I even thought of that. Cookies, ice cream, donuts, all that stuff. Could do a dessert tier list. It would be fun. Anyway, though, I think there's a chance it does well, but also think it's unfortunately going to underperform. And that's because it's a new DC hero. DC's track record, the last 3 films have underperformed greatly. And it comes out in sort of a dump that is August, where people are going back to school, transitioning into the fall season, lives starting to get busy, and people are like less inclined to go to the theater. So the fact that it's a character with unknown actors to a lot of people. I know Shola from Cobra Kai, a lot of us do, but it's a new character, not a really big star-driven film, and it's from DC, who's got a poor track record right now. I think the writing might be on the wall here. I think it might fail. It might fail hard. I don't want that to happen. I don't, but I saw early projections were already like 12 to 17 million domestic opening, and I hope that's so far off. I hope this movie blows us all away and does well, but I just don't have a good gut feeling about its box office success, unfortunately. Favorite color? Hard not to say red. I love red and black. Big Georgia fan. I didn't know there was a Cobra Kai game. Or maybe I did know, but I haven't played it. Never played it. Never played the Batman. Favorite Scorsese movie? Great question. The Departed. The Departed. I also love Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, The Wolf of Wall Street. That's probably my Mount Rushmore right there. I think, yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of other big ones out there. He's got a ton of great movies, so it kind of just comes down to personal preference, like I talked about earlier in stream. Yes, go check out the podcast. Check it. An Alan movie would be pretty fun in terms of Barbie spinoffs. I would be okay with that. Give that to Michael Cera. I am here for that. I am here for that. This is my boy Drew from Two Dude Streaming. Check out his stuff down below. But yeah, you are Knuff. I am Knuff. We all are Knuff. Oh wow, I didn't know McKenna Grace was in Hill House. I will be watching Haunting of Hill House. Is that what it's called? Haunting of Hill House? And then Bly Manor. I might try and watch all of Flanagan's sort of Netflix series in the month of October. Midnight Mass is the other one, the Midnight Club, right? There's two of them. So yeah. Let's see. Succession is high on my TV watch list right now. I know we're talking TV shows and watch lists. Succession is high on that list right now. Let's see. By the way, there's 74 people in here still, so hit that like button. How close to 100 likes? It's been 50 minutes. Are you kidding me? By the way, that's insane. It does not feel like it. This has been a really fun stream. We'll keep this one going. 73 likes, 73 people in the chat. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Just got up to 74. Look at that. Live update. All right, let's see. The podcast channel is at 770 subs. I'm going to keep putting the link in here. I want to hit 800 subs on stream. I think that's doable. 800 subs on stream right here. Check it. Do it. Do it. All right. This is from Max. He says, or Maxwell, excuse me. Hey, Chris, was curious what would you like to see from Jordan Peele's next film in the horror realm? So we got Get Out, we got Us, and we got Nope. Anything, I mean, Nope's my least favorite movie he's done, personally. I would say, I don't want to try and even think of what Jordan Peele could do. Who am I to even be like, oh, Jordan Peele should do this? But no, he'll think of something that'll blow us all away. I would want to see him go back to the Get Out roots, where it's more of a straight up thriller. I think that he excelled with that, and I think a thriller for him would probably be best. Nope and Us were more conventional horror movies in a way, in terms of, oh, there's this alien presence in the sky. It's obviously a lot deeper than that if you watch the movie. And then not Nope. Us was probably his scariest movie to date, with the tethered and everything. That movie's horrifying. I saw that in theaters, by the way. For those who know me, have known me for a while, it was a big deal for me to see Us in theaters. I was like 19. That was like the scariest movie I'd probably watched in theaters at the time. But yeah, I would say I just want to see a new Jordan Peele movie now that you mention it. I might even have to rewatch Nope soon. I've seen it once and I was like fine with it, but I also I'm not gonna lie, I was sick when I saw the movie. I think I was actually ill physically when I saw the movie. I had like a horrible I had a bad cold, we'll just say that much. And it was fine. I just wish that I enjoyed it more. It was my least favorite. So I don't know. What do I want to see from him? Whatever he does, I think I trust him. You know, he's got one miss for me with Nope, but Get Out's amazing, and I actually really like Us. So that's a good one. Good question. Will I ever watch D&D? I swear I will. I swear I will. It's just, I literally, my watch list is so long and I just don't go to it for whatever reason. When I do, at this point, I need to just review the damn movie on my channel. So many people have asked me to watch D&D. So many people. And when I watch it, it'll be triumphant. It will be a moment of victory for the channel, for the community. So I will watch it. It's just going to be a matter of time. All right. Maverick was great last summer. That is true. That sort of kickstarted the whole summer movie season. All right, let's see. I am not going to be watching The Meg 2. What am I doing my next Twitch stream? Good question. Maybe tonight, honestly. Favorite movie snack, Jacob? I love answering this question. I'll answer this question to the end of time. This is going to be a very simple answer. Popcorn, Reese's Pieces, and a cherry icy. That's all a man needs. Favorite Hunger Games movie? Give me Catching Fire. Chills thinking about the end of that movie, actually. What's your favorite Christian Bale film? Ooh, let me go to the man's letterbox, or let me go to the man on Letterboxd, because I genuinely don't think that I know. I don't know off the top of my head. There's literally so many. I mean, obviously you got the Dark Knight trilogy. You got Ford v Ferrari. You got a ton, right? Well, let me go ahead and look up Christian Bale. Christian Bale. Cast. Christian Bale. And then I can go see all the films I've seen from him. Ooh. Man. Favorite Christian Bale film. My answer right now is going to be The Prestige. There you have it. That's my answer. The Prestige is Nolan's most slept on movie. I know a lot of people love it now, but for a while, we're talking 2020. Old friend of mine, Certain Vids from YouTube. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that name. We were both like huge, like we'd be like almost lobbying for people to watch this movie. Be like, dude, you got to watch The Prestige. Um, so yeah, cheers to with my water to The Prestige. By the way, hold on. The podcast channel is at 776, baby. 776. Everyone go not only subscribe, but watch the Barbenheimer app. Watch the Barbenheimer app, guys. All right, we'll keep going. Is Leo the greatest actor of all time? He's in contention for it. I would say he's, man, it's tough. People love to say Daniel Day-Lewis, and Daniel Day-Lewis is a master at his craft for sure, but I don't know if it's almost different in a way. Don't really know how to describe it right now, actually. He's almost a true what am I trying to say? I don't really think of Daniel Day-Lewis when people ask me this question, is what I'm saying. So it comes down to personal preference. And I think the answer to me is either going to be Leonardo DiCaprio or, man, Pacino and De Niro are both amazing. Those are guys that come to mind for me. You know, I love Brad Pitt and Matt Damon and McConaughey and all these other dudes, but I think Leo, even the thing about Leo that's so great, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now, he'll have even more performances, you know? He can be doing what De Niro is doing now in the future. So I think I got to go Leo right now for me. Have I seen the new Exorcist is a weird word to say. Have I seen the new Exorcist trailer? I have. And I saw it in theaters opening night, IMAX, Oppenheimer. And it was creepy as shit. No one in the theater knew what it was because the trailer hadn't really released publicly at that point. And it was creepy. It was. It actually kind of intrigued me to watch the original Exorcist. Guys, I'm on a horror kick right now. If you know me, I've said I don't do demonic horror. Well, I've gotten over that, and I've watched all the Insidious movies. I've watched the Conjuring trilogy, and I got to watch the rest of the Conjuring universe films. The Exorcist is on the list, and what excites me most about watching The Exorcist is the fact that it was nominated for Best Picture. Not only that, it was nominated for 10 plus Oscars if my math is right. Let's pull this up. We got time. Let me go pull this up. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just got a notification. Anyway, you definitely heard that. All right, where's the Exorcist? The Exorcist. Where is it? The Exorcist. There we go. Okay, so The Exorcist, it was nominated for the following. It won Best Screenplay, and it won Best Sound. It was nominated for, so that's two. It was nominated for Picture, Actor in a Leading Role, Actor in a Supporting Role, Actress in a Supporting Role, Director, Cinematography, Art Direction, which is now Production Design, I believe, and Film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 nominations, 2 wins. Come on now. I should watch that movie. Yep, quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that, reverse it. Yep, that's the quote from Timmy. Favorite Lego game? Give me the Star Wars, the complete saga, followed closely by the Indiana Jones games. Shout out to Batman games as well. And the Pirates games. Ooh. Lego Pirates might be up there, guys. Whew. Lego Pirates is fire. Water, by the way. All right. How did we close in on 100 likes? Let me check. The podcast channel is also now at 778. That's so dope. Thank you guys for showing support to that. The stream is currently at 82 likes. If you're here, hit the like button. All right. My Wi-Fi acting a fool right now, so apologies, but we're going to keep it running. Okay. What's your most anticipated movie for the rest of the year? That's a really good question. Saw X or Saw 10? I'm going to call it Saw X because that is just cooler, right? It's cooler. I'm Team Saw X, by the way. I know it's Saw 10, but I'm Saw X. Steve or Hopper, they're tied. But if I had to pick one gun in my head, I think I go Hopper right now. And it hurts my heart to say that, but I think I have to go Hopper right now. Ryan with the Keep Watch Bird, Titanic, Oppenheimer, Return of the King. Wow. I gotta factor in rewatchability here, right? So I think I have to keep Return of the King, watch Oppenheimer, and Bird Titanic. But even then, I don't feel comfortable. I love Oppenheimer. It's super recent on my mind, but God, I love that movie. Keep Watch twice, watch once, and Burn. Across the Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Guardians 3, and John Wick 4. Okay, so of those, I'm going to burn. Wow. You stumped me here. This is tough. I'm going to say, wow. Which one do I want to burn? I mean, I technically have Across the Spider-Verse fourth, but now that I think about it, it's like, I got to watch a crossover John Wick, right? I got to. I have to experience that, right? So I think I have to burn John Wick 4, which is outrageous to say out loud. Outrageous to say out loud. I then watch Across the Spider-Verse once. I think I have to. I've watched Oppenheimer twice, so I'll watch Oppenheimer twice and keep Guardians 3 right now just because it's a conclusion. So I rewatch it a lot. But that does not indicate my ranking of the movies or all that stuff. That's an in the moment answer right there. I promise you guys that much. But good question. Jilo with the super chat. Favorite Michael Caine movie? Mine's Zulu. I would say my favorite Michael Caine movie is Inception, probably. That he's featured in. He's also really just great as Alfred, especially in The Dark Knight Rises. But I would have to say, I don't know why I started talking like this. I would have to say that my favorite is probably The Prestige or Inception. What does he say in The Dark Knight Rises? He's got a great line. It's something about the size of a tangerine. I don't know what I gotta. I don't know what he's even saying, but the size of a tangerine. It always made me laugh. Anyway, okay. Did I watch the Nun 2 trailer? I saw the Nun 2 trailer before I saw Insidious: The Red Door. It looked pretty freaky. I'll be watching the 3 Annabelle films, The Curse of La Llorona, and The Nun before the Nun 2, and likely do a big old ranking of the entire Conjuring universe. So that's a video you guys can stay tuned for as we approach September, most likely. All right. Where was I? Oh, there I was. Prediction for The Boys season 4. I will say this much about The Boys. I think that the 4th season should be the final season. It's not going to, but how long can we keep doing this gimmick where we have this plan to take out Homelander and Homelander gets away and almost gains power at the end of each season and influence, and the boys have to regroup? It's like, how long can we run this thing into the ground? Like, I just worry that it'll lose its flair and lose steam. I think go out on top, and that could be next season. But season 5, if we go past season 5, there's an issue. That's my opinion. There's an issue. So predictions. Homelander's going to live. Butcher's going to live. You cannot have, I've said this before, you cannot have the boys without Homelander. You cannot have the boys without Homelander. And so, if he dies, the season following will be inferior. Frankly, that's the only way to go about it. I am looking forward to Gran Turismo. I hope to see that maybe when it comes out. I'll see it for sure, and I'll do a review. I'll probably have an out of theater reaction. David Harbour, it looks very fun, and I love sports movies, so yeah, I'm excited for that. Top 3 rom-coms from Abby. In no order. I'll go Crazy Stupid Love. I'll go. Damn. This is tough because I usually have a list. I love that one. I love 13 Going on 30. That's a rom-com technically. And then rom-com. I swear I have a list somewhere and I totally just in my notes, but I'll have to think one off the top of my head. Rom-com, I would say, not really, more of a drama, but I'm going to say it anyway. Silver Linings Playbook. Less rom-com, more drama romance with some comedy, but I'll say that one. What are some famous movies you haven't seen? Time to expose myself. I've not seen Raging Bull. I have not seen Raging Bull. I have not seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I have not seen Chinatown. I have not seen Full Metal Jacket. I have not seen Lethal Weapon. I have not seen RoboCop. I have not seen Men in Black. And I know that one's probably offensive, but I've seen parts of it. I never fully watched it. I have not seen Almost Famous, and I really want to. And I haven't seen the Cornetto trilogy. That's just a taste. We all have those movies, though. So I don't feel bad about that. We all have those movies we haven't seen. We've been going for an hour and 5 minutes, and I kid you not, it feels like it's been 20 minutes. Really, really been a fun stream, guys. You guys have killed it in the chat with the questions. We're going to keep this thing going because when you guys bring energy, I'm bringing the energy. Keep the questions coming. Hit the like button. If you're here on the replay, welcome in. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, your comment, your concern. If you have a dying question, you want to see me do an impression or tell you a movie I haven't seen, Super Chat's the way to go. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really wanted to spice up my Letterboxd profile, and I'm actually going to show you guys what I'm working with. So we've got the new Raiders poster. Remember, the Titans is the same. There's no really diverse poster for that one. It's the same poster. You go change poster, it's the same one. Star Wars, you guys can kind of see, and then Good Will Hunting. If you want to follow me on Letterboxd, you guys, there it is. There's my Letterboxd. By the way, 708. That's in the phone case. What do we think? But anyway. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've gone, one of my favorite pastimes or my favorite things to do in my free time right now, probably staying up too late doing it on my phone, is scrolling through Letterboxd and just changing posters. And even if I'm trying to find the coolest posters, almost like change the poster for every movie so I don't have the generic poster anymore, just because it's something I want to do. Just something I want to do. Why not? Moviegoer says, "Hi, Chris. Just wanted to know, what would you say your top 3 directors are?" For me, it's James Cameron, Christopher Nolan, and Steven Spielberg. I would say, in no order, it's Nolan, Spielberg, Tarantino. We got a new Fincher movie this year, though. Fincher's one of the few directors where I've seen all of his films. I'm really looking forward to Fincher's new movie. It's called The Killer, I believe, and stars Michael Fassbender. Looking forward to that one. Ryan says, controversial opinion, begins over The Dark Knight. Or, excuse me, Batman Returns is better than Dark Knight. That's blasphemous in my opinion. Batman Returns is one of my lowest rated Batman films. So yeah, that's a steaming hot take for sure. Let's see. Have I seen The Gray Man? I did. I actually watched The Gray Man in theaters at an early screening. It was good, but it wasn't, That's it's one of those movies like, oh, that was cool. But I was falling asleep at times, and it's also got the straight to Netflix generic feel. But there's some cool action, and Ryan Gosling is charming enough. It's one of those movies. I will never watch it again, probably, if I'm being honest. I've never watched Jack Ryan, though my parents have, and I've also heard good things about it, but I've never watched it. Thoughts on the It prequel series for HBO Max in production? Is that called Welcome to Derry? Let's look this up and see if I got it right or not. Welcome to Derry? It is. It says it comes out. Actually, I have no clue when it comes out, but my friend was telling me, my buddy was telling me that it's speculated that Pennywise will appear, played by Skarsgård again. So I am excited for it. I really enjoy the first It. Don't care for the second one. I saw that movie in theaters alone at 4:45 in the afternoon on a Friday. And don't ask why. I just was like, I got to see this movie. It was for a YouTube review at the time. I did it, and my buddy who was on videos at the time came out the next day, and we did a review. But no, I'm excited. Yeah, I would say I am. That water break was for you, by the way. What did you think about the score and soundtracks of Across the Spider-Verse, and was it better or worse than the one from Into the Spider-Verse? As I've let time pass, I've grown a lot on the Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. I think the score, especially, the Miguel O'Hara theme, the Spider-Gwen theme, arguably better in Across the Spider-Verse with time. Or excuse me, arguably better than Into the Spider-Verse, I should say. So I don't know. I think soundtrack-wise, I still lean certain tracks from from the first film, but the score, the original music composed for the film, I might actually lean across. Favorite Harry Potter movie? Prisoner of Azkaban. Are we getting in everything I watched in July video? We are. I'll be talking about the Insidious films that I watched, The Conjuring, The Malignant, as well as the new releases and television that I watched, including Bridgerton. I watched all of Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte in like 4 days. Am I psychotic? Maybe, but I did it. I did it for my girlfriend. I love her, and that's another opportunity for me to plug something. What am I plugging? I'm plugging the podcast, which is at 778 subscribers. Who wants to be 779? Here's your opportunity. If it would paste, that'd be sick. Hold on. Copy link. There it is. Check it. We got a super chat from Rydell. Thank you for the super chat, man. Have you seen Oppenheimer? I have. I absolutely love Oppenheimer. I have a review on the channel, Out of Theater Reaction, a Nolan ranking. I absolutely love Oppenheimer. It's my favorite movie of the year, alongside Guardians 3 right now. It's disturbing at times. It's cinematic. It's beautiful, well acted, well directed. It's deep. Everything I love about a Nolan movie combined into one. I do really, really enjoy the film. So, yeah, check out my review and actually just link to the podcast where we have sort of our more in-depth thoughts about it even. So go check that out. Go subscribe. And thank you for the super chat. I'm kind of just aimlessly scrolling to try and find where I was now. Oh, I think I might have found my spot. Did I get lucky? I think I might have got lucky, guys. Can never have too many water breaks. We are getting this video, by the way. And by the way, we're getting tonight. I'm posting a video literally like 10 minutes after the stream ends. Tier list ranking the upcoming films of the year on their likelihood to make $1 billion. And I had no clue what to call the video still, so it's going to be kind of a crappy title, but just watch the video anyway. It's going to be jumbled is what I'm trying to say. It's a very difficult video. It's a very difficult idea to put into a title. What are your top 3 Funko Pops? I would say, frankly, this, and this are hard to top. The autographed ones, and this is autographed too. It's just faint, and you can't. It's not faint. It's in a thinner marker, and it's red, so it blends in with the darkness. But if you guys were here in person, you'd be able to see the signature. I would say I have Professor Indiana Jones over there, and Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom with his white jacket and the antidote. Those are up there. Also, the autographed ones, especially this Indiana Jones pop, because it's the first indie pop I had. It's one of the rare ones, and then my whole indie shrine over there. And I have a whole wall over there. I have a lot of Funko Pops. In fact, I'm going to be selling some when I end up moving in with Cam eventually. We have a lot of duplicates where I have it and she has the pop. So we're just going to sell those. And then I have a cubicle of Phase 4 pops where I'm like, no, I'm good. I would buy them before the show came out, or like right when the show came out. So I'd be like, hell yeah, I gotta have like Sylvie from Loki, and I might keep Sylvie because I could like her in season 2. But like Wanda and Vision, Cam has those. They're good to go. Stuff like that I'm good getting rid of. So I don't feel bad about it, is what I'm trying to say. David with the super chat. Shout out David. David is a patron, so I have to tip my hat to David. And if you guys want to join that Patreon community for the Discord, for fun stuff, all that, it's linked down below. Anything goes a long way. But David says reshoots for a 3rd time and James Wan being miserable reportedly on set looks like a mess to me. If we're referring to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, yikes. I think that movie's going to stink. And I feel bad because James Wan, he's done Furious 7 and Aquaman and now Aquaman 2. The rest of his filmography is horror. So why is he... I mean, I know he's probably doing it for the paycheck, and more power to him, actually, really. Good for him. He deserves it, like kind of like this one for me, one for you system. That's what a lot of directors do, like Taika Waititi. But no, I think that it sucks that James Wan's been tied down to this movie for so long. I really hope that we get a new horror franchise from him, and maybe Lee Winnell sort of spark up a new horror franchise, make a trilogy, come back for The Conjuring 4, maybe, something like that. I think would really work for James Wan, and I think it's what the people want to see. So we'll have to just stay tuned for the future with James Wan. Sorry if I'm lagging right now, by the way, but David, I have to agree, unfortunately. I think it does look like a mess, and I'm not terribly excited for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Will the movie even come out this year? Who's to say? The more I think about it, the less I think it's actually going to. So big bummer, but it's kind of out of our control. What can you really do? I don't know why my Wi-Fi is acting a fool right now, so I apologize. That's weird. Let me take care of something real quick. I'm actually going to go ahead and post this unlisted so that it will stop using my Wi-Fi. Maybe that takes care of something. Hold on, let me close out of this tab. Yep, that was the issue. We should be good now. Sorry again if I'm lagging horribly right now. Let me check the chat. All right, cool. I think we're still good. Let me know. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Sorry, I'm trying to find my spot where I was in the chat. This is just silence for a sec. Anyway, favorite slasher film? Mine is also Scream. You can't go wrong with Scream. I mean, come on now. Top 3 characters in Stranger Things in no order: Hopper, Steve, and Dustin, in my opinion. For those asking about Oppenheimer, again, I do have a full review on the channel. I really suggest you guys go subscribe to this for more thoughts on Oppenheimer, by the way. Top 3 musicals, if we're talking movie musicals, I really like Singing in the Rain, Sound of Music. I love La La Land. West Side Story's high up there for me. Those are some movie musicals. Shout out Sweeney Todd as well. My fan of Godzilla? I can't say I am really. No, I've never really explored a lot of Godzilla's work. You know who is though? Someone named Chris Hurtado. You guys should go check him out. He's got a great channel, Hurtastic Reviews. CRIS Hurtado, HURTADO. Go check him out. He's a old friend of mine from YouTube, so he's a big Godzilla fan, so I recommend his page. All right, where was I? Sauce and Secret Invasion. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. We'll see. Happy birthday, Carlo. Hope you have a good one. Favorite horror movie? Saw, Scream, and Psycho are my go-to 3, but The Conjuring's making a push. Let me just say that much. All right. I am excited for the FNAF movie. I think it looks like a tame, but in a like it's going to be creepy and scary, but it's not going to try and like traumatize you, you know? It's a sort of a fun scary movie. I don't know if those two can really go together, but the vibe will be more of a lighthearted fun. Still pretty creepy, but you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it, if that makes any sense. I think it being PG-13 is fine, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people, again, I haven't watched Men in Black. A lot of people kind of upset. Am I excited for the Marvels? I am. I think it looks like a very fun time. And that's all I want. You know, great chemistry, some badass action, and just fun vibes. Favorite movie starring Jack Black? Tropic Thunder or School of Rock. Those 2 movies rule. Different reasons, but they're both hilarious and they're both kick-ass. They're both very good movies. Never seen the Austin Powers movies either. Those are 3 you can add to the iconic movies I haven't seen and probably never will, actually. I don't really think that's my cup of tea, the parody type movies like that. Do I think 2023 could be a great year? We have to see how the back half of the year plays out. We've got some awesome ones so far, but we have to see how Dune Part 2 plays out, the new Scorsese movie, and then, of course, we're going to get some films in the back half of the year that aren't really talked about right now that are Oscar-type movies, you know, that are like lower budget, and they usually aren't really pushed or marketed until about a month until their release. We're going to get a lot of those, so we just got to be patient. By the way, Unruly Couple Podcast, can't emphasize this enough. Go check it out. Currently at 782 subscribers over there, trying to hit 1,000, to be honest. And we just dropped a Barbenheimer episode, so everyone go subscribe. All right. You should definitely try and see Oppenheimer in IMAX if you can, because it is beautiful to bear witness to that film on the biggest screen possible. It's IMAX for sure. IMAX is the move if you can. Top 3 Batman movies: The Batman, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. My nose is itchy. I think Barbie will hit 1 billion? You got to stay tuned for my video that's dropping within the hour on YouTube. But it's definitely got a damn good chance, I'll say that much. Can I see Nolan doing a Dune type movie? No, I don't think he would go I don't know. It's maybe, but I don't see that happening really, if that makes sense. No, that's based on a. I don't know if he would do something like in like we've already kind of gotten like the sci-fi action from him with Tenet and even not action, but we've gotten like sci-fi stuff from him with Inception and Interstellar, like ideas of sci-fi. So I don't think he would do like a world building thing like a Dune or Lord of the Rings type thing. I just don't see that happening with him. I don't know if he wants to get tied down to another franchise either. I know that he did the Dark Knight trilogy, but I don't know if he wants to do another franchise or not. Love the podcast today. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you guys haven't, check it out. I'm going to put the link in here. I'm going to continue putting the link in here. Literally. Go subscribe if you haven't. And we have a Barbenheimer episode. It was a lot of fun. Go check it out. Support the podcast. Really trying to bring that back and grow it. And it's been fun. It really has been. Have I seen Year One? I've seen parts of the movie and like the trailer, but I've never actually fully watched it. I heard it was just so dumb that was like hard to watch, but I've never watched it. Not sure if you talked about this since I haven't watched it, Emily. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Secret Invasion. I may try and watch the rest tonight, but I've heard it's getting torn to shreds online, the finale. So I have like no expectations if I watch it, which is probably good because I won't hate it as much as everybody else. But you never know; it could be god awful, honestly. I could do 100 movies I missed 2.0. I thought about this, but then when I say I'm going to do 100 movies I missed, I create this weird pressure. I think, I just want to watch as many movies as I can, in a year. And if it happens to be 100, that's cool. I know I did the 100 movie series in 2020. It was a lot of fun, but by the end, I felt all this, I sort of was like, oh my God, I have to watch this movie. I'd rather just watch the movies on my own terms, sort of. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. To answer your question, yes, Tenet does kick ass. It really does. I never understood the hate for it. It kicks so much ass, in my opinion. They make a decision that could possibly ruin the future of the MCU. Wow. Well, I'll have to see about that then. You've piqued my interest to maybe endure the remaining episodes. But yeah, I think I'll take a few more questions. So keep them coming in here. Hit that like button if you guys are in here now or on the replay. Again, check out the podcast channel. I'll put the link right here. You guys should go subscribe, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers over there. If you guys would want to see an encore to this on Twitch, let me know. I might do a little hour-long Twitch stream, maybe play some Fall Guys, catch up for a bit over there. It's been a while, but it's fun. I always enjoy those. Other than that, I'm probably going to go watch Secret Invasion, but I'll answer a few more questions. Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee. If you have a dying question, you're dying to ask me this question, Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to it. It's also a huge way to help support the channel. This is a good point. So Tropic Thunder's fire. But yeah, so I haven't seen the Kung Fu Panda films in so long. I've seen the first 2. I never saw the third, I don't think. Maybe I did, but it's been so long. I need to watch them all again. I think we're getting a 4th film next year, but I definitely want to revisit the first Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. I've never seen the Spectacular Spider-Man, so I can't really speak to that. Time warping Bond movie from Nolan would go hard. It would, but then at what point would it be a Bond movie? That would sort of abandon, like, almost just make a Tenet 2 or something, over a Bond time warping movie. That's kind of how I feel about that. Are there any inappropriate scenes in Oppenheimer? There are. Nudity. There's nudity in Oppenheimer. I know I've been asked about it, but yes, there is. That's pretty much the most inappropriate scene in the movie. Oppenheimer's ending was unsettling and a bit scary and frightening for the future and thought-provoking, disturbing even. Yes, all of the above. What's your favorite candy? Reese's Pieces for the win. I have not seen the movie Inside with Willem Dafoe. I have seen Bo Burnham's Inside. Love it. Give me Into over Across as it stands right now. We got Supergirl in the chat. What's good? Favorite animated superhero show? Probably Invincible off the top of my head. I mean, that's the best one that I've seen, I'd say. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, I think. That'll wrap it up for this live Q&A here on this Wednesday night. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a fun one. Went almost for about an hour and a half. Energy was high. Great questions. lots of love in the chat. Got a lot of awesome super chats. So it was a really fun time, and I enjoy doing these lives so much, growing the community. Truly one of my favorite aspects of the channel here. But I'm about to go so that I can actually upload a video. So everyone in here, make sure you stay tuned for said video. Go check out the podcast. I'm going to put it here one more time. Go subscribe. We got a lot more to do over there in terms of content. And myself and Cam, my girlfriend, we look forward to continue growing that. Check out my Patreon link down below if you guys feel so inclined. Support goes a long way over there. Get access to the Discord server, early videos, extra access to videos. It's just an extra part of this community. Check out my Twitch. I might be going live over there tonight. We'll see. I do have to upload this video, so we'll see how long that ends up taking. But stay tuned for more content coming very soon. Literally within the next 30 minutes, I will have a YouTube video up and ready to go. It's a tier list. I'm very much looking forward to sharing that one with you guys. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys again for the continuous support. I love this community. I cannot wait for the next stream already and just more content. But stay tuned for a video literally dropping in the next 30 minutes. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.